Hello, and welcome to the KUVO Bonfils-Stanton Performance Studio. My name is Paul Donovan. I'm host of Evening Jazz here on KUVO, and I'm joined by the Flex Trio. We've got Dru Heller on drums. We've got Gonzalo Teppa on bass, and internationally renowned composer, pianist, educator, not necessarily in that order, Lande. Thank you for being here. What's been happening with the Flex Trio?
Well, we just figured out, we haven't played in 6 months, partly because Art does his winters in Phoenix now. So we kind of take a break during the winter time and then start up again in the spring. So this is our first gig in 6 months. So, but I know Art's been writing a lot of music.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to digging into that really soon.
So, Art, what inspires your writing? Is it the wonderful sunshine you get in Phoenix in the wintertime?
Well, yeah, the beautiful desert.
Yeah.
There's definitely a lot of music that comes right out of the desert. But just, life things, places, people, feelings. It just comes out of life, and then I hear it, and I don't play as much there. I have a trio there that I love, and it's Dwight Killian, who lived here for many years, and Dom Moyo. They're wonderful, and they come over the house every week. But we don't play many concerts, and I just pretty much write every day. I write a piece, and I draw a picture, and I write an essay. So just be a creative person. That seems to be what I'm supposed to do.
Right. You've been doing this for a long time. Are you still teaching?
Yeah, I'm the artist in residence at CU Boulder. So I come in and kind of shake things up here and there, helping with the new vocal program there. And some lessons, and then some trips. I just was in North Carolina and in Nevada, and I go and I teach at the college in the afternoon and then play a concert at night. It's really nice to get to connect with the kids, and then they come and hear the music. So it's been a nice form for me, and we've done some of that too, this band.
And mentoring.
Yeah, these are Dru especially is an example. Both. I know them both from when they were undergrad players, and then it's like, these are not my students, these are my peers.
Yeah.
Let's play, and friends. And so that's been a natural progression for me. That's where I find the people I want to play with, communicate everything I need to say, and then we just celebrate.
So, and for those musicians that are watching and aren't mentoring yet, maybe you can explain how important that is.
Well, it's really important to play, to share with the people coming up and learning, and with your peers who are at the same place and the people who are beyond you. I was so lucky when I moved to the Bay Area in 1969 and got to play. I was just sharing with people like Joe Henderson and Woody Shaw and Bobby Hutcherson, many people who were Eddie Marshall, Tootie Heath later on, and who were beyond me, had way more experience.
Sure.
And who I learned from by listening to their recordings, and then lucky enough to get to share. So they gave me that chance, and I give younger ones that chance. And then there's the ones I still play a lot with my old buddies. We're all getting old together and come up with a house, and we make music all the time. So I think for every musician, that's important, to play with the people learning, with the people right where you're at, and with the people who are way more experienced than you.
So what do you think, where do you think jazz is headed? Dru, Gonzalo, you want to take this one?
Sure. What was the question, sir?
Where do you think jazz is headed? What's the future of jazz?
Well, there's so many things happening lately in especially in Colorado with like, for example, CCJA is a great example about how the future of jazz is going to look like. Seeing those kids playing music, it's unbelievable the way they interact and play. And so I feel that, having a person like Lande playing music and teaching and, showing the way we should look at music and how we should respect music and is a great inspiration for also, not only for us, but also for the new generation. So they are always listening and looking for something new. So I think I have a good feeling about the future of jazz.
All right.
Yeah.
I have this question for you, Art. Do you get a chance to listen to some of the up-and-coming new jazz artists, bands?
Not that much, because I have never used a computer. I don't know how to use technology. I've never done an email. I don't have an iPhone. So I hear from all the records that my friends make, which, I mean, there's remarkable things. Kneebody played here recently.
Yeah.
Tim Wendell and Dru and Gonzalo's out, what they make, and the young ones that they play with. Zach Turan's new record, amazing. So I get to hear it more from friends. I'm not so in touch unless somebody comes and says, listen to this, because I don't know how to do streaming or anything. Streaming to me is swimming in the river. And people say, go online. And then I say, but I'm already standing online. So I do that because I think I would get overwhelmed by both the technology and too much information. So I get my inspiration when it comes to me directly, person to person, and also from nature. And I think music for me is not about music, it's about life. So I get the inspiration from the taste of food or somebody's face or the way a cactus looks against the sky. That gives me all the music I need to hear.
So
and if I need to hear other, then people show me,
What is the best advice you'd give to a young artist thinking about getting into jazz or becoming a musician?
Well, I think, that it's important to go out. I do go and listen live to people, especially at the Muse or Dazzle, where I can hear people who I haven't heard before or who are doing something serious, not so good at a bar and so like that, where there isn't a focused energy.
Yeah.
So I'd say go. And I think the young people are a little sloppy with that. They listen too much on their headphones, and it's very different to go hear the music live and meet the people. I mean, that's what inspired me as a young person. I heard them all. I grew up in New York. I heard Oscar Peterson at 4 years old. Teddy Wilson was at my first birthday party. I heard, I don't know, McCoy Tyner 100 times. I heard everybody. And so I think that's important. And also to be music, hear the life, have the feeling, and then to play your experience. Not so much about being imitative of the scene, but to look in your own depth, get good teachers to learn the basics, learn the skills, but then, play what you sense and feel and see in the world. That's what I encourage people to do. Trust that. Once you've listened to music, got your basic skills together, then you have something unique to share. It's not comparative or competitive with anyone else. It's the way you hear that. No one else can hear that. So we need to hear your contribution. That's what I would say. Can you share what does flex mean? How is this band a little different than most jazz bands in terms of flexibility?
Yeah, well, we call the band Flex because flex is to be strong and to be everything like that, to play strongly, but it's also to be flexible, to be open, to be able to move and switch really suddenly if something new comes along. And so we thought the word flex was an appropriate...
Flex the mind.
Yeah, flex the mind, exactly. So there's a lot of, double entendre meaning with this that, we think it's an appropriate name for what we do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for playing for us. Dru Heller, Gonzalo Teppa, Art Lande. Thank you so
Thanks, Paul.
much.
Of course.